Yeah, welcome back to the non-initiative phase on the March turn. The Germans are gonna crazy, they're gonna wild. They made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 attacks on the Western Front, 11, 4, 6, 8, 10 attacks, and they used the Luftwaffe, the newly built invention. The Red Baron is staging over the area and try to kill some French, because, or better, they made I think only reconnaissance, recce. Yes, and we can do the battles here one after another, and then look to the other fronts. I normally start with the Italian front, but there are no battles there. The Austrians shuffled a little bit the troops falling back, but we can look at later because there are a lot of strategic movements. I figured out the odds here. It's a 6-1, only one unit there. 6-1 is a 5-1 plus 1, and of course -1 for the trench. So it's a 5-1 is 6. Is breakthrough, and it's the last round where they can easily advance, because in the next round there comes the situation that trench bonus get higher, and so I can put a little more in it, because this headquarter can put some troops here. Oh no, it works, it works. Yeah, it's okay. So because the trench bonus gets to 2 then from this point on for French, Britain, Belgium and German, and then you have to some special tasks, perhaps fighter, perhaps headquarter, what is not negated by the opponent. And only if you have such special assets you can advance after combat. And yes, this is the reason why they can attack now a lot, or why they do attack now a lot, to make some progress, because it will be difficult after the next round. So this is a 5-1 against the fortification at Toul. Yeah, there were 40 factors assembled, and so this fort is also only history, and the next colonial troops is going in the dead pile. And yes, then the real trench war starts, and it will be difficult to make really progress here on this front. This will help this will help the French a little bit, but as you see, with these many attacks here on this front, I don't know how long the French can pay this blood toll. 5-1 against this single unit. It's a 3. -1 is a 2. It's 1 and 2. So it's 1 German come with him. Only 2. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay, because this spot, oh yeah, it's a 3-1. It's a little bit risky to let some, but it is the 5 defense factors. It's okay. So here's a 3-1. San Miguel, 3-1, -1, 2 and 1. Okay. So, but the French lost the hex, and the Germans have to need 2 losses. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking about advancing or not. Yeah, I think no. In the next round, it's bad. It's good weather, and the forest doesn't give any more the benefit, the bad weather, and so yeah, the hex isn't worth. So here we have to count because I don't know what is under this. It's 7. Okay, then it's a 2 to 1 because I assembled every time for 7, and only if it's less then we have to count again. 7 to 1 plus 1 minus 1. 2 to 1. 2 to 1 flat. Oh God. 2 0. Yeah, the French are fighting back. So the Air Force is going to the turn track. And yeah, it was planned to be killed, this attack, but the other not. Yeah, of course, 2 to 1 is always risky, but not in every spot they can have 7. And so, yeah, but on this spot again, okay. Also here, 2 to 1. And now it's minus 1. That's the same. 2 losses for the Germans. Was it so wise to make these 2 to 1 attacks? I don't know. Yes. 2 very good units. But as we see later, the Germans get a lot of resource points, and they can easily rebuild the units. But not so. And here's a 6. Here only 6. So then we have to count, I think 27, 7 and 8 is 15. 15 and 6 and 8 is 23 against 5. It's a 4 to 1 and it's 3 to 1. 3 to 1 because the river. Oh, the German rolled crazy. 2 and 1. I didn't thought that this figures so badly for the Germans out. 2. No, is a okay, and here it's also, but here is cavalry, and this means no trench benefit. It's 9 and 9, I think. No, 10, 10 and 20. It's also 4 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1. Luck for the French in this battle cycle. Unbelievable, so many ones I didn't saw it. That is not good for the Germans to lose so much troops. Yes. Okay, hopefully against the Britain goes better. Then we make first the attack against this cavalry brigade, and yes, they can retreat, and they will retreat because why should they fight? But then the German can, yeah, I'll let them go to this spot. To this spot. German can advance. But should they do it? I don't think so. No. No advance at this point. And the last is here. It's 4-1 because only one unit. 4-1 minus 1. Yeah, this is much better. Means 2 losses. And this very good unit is killed. And this was really the most important attack on the whole front, because now the Germans like to do their I figure out this situation later, how many I put in this, because the German can now switch the initiative. They planned to do it and made no hole in their line, because when they made a hole, of course they can assemble a lot more troops together and make better odds. But the hope was to do more damage here, and that the French get they've had 12 reinforcements or replacement points. They have no reinforcements, so they can pull 12 units in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and I hoped here another lucky 6 or so. Yeah, it was 6. Yeah, they can do it. But now it's the possibility to make a surrounding here from the Britain. I'm not sure if it works out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not really. No? Not really. The Britain can pull the troops here around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also here is if they will make the initiative change. I think this is the best. And then attack perhaps here somewhere and make a little encirclement. I think this could be possible. The Britain planned to defend here. No headquarter there, but the French can rail a headquarter. Perhaps they can rail a headquarter, but they don't have the headquarter at a railing station. That isn't good. I think this is always wise to have some, and they could put the headquarter here and always troops here, and it could be okay, we will see. Good. And on the other side, the Russians had to be aggressive, and they're aggressive, but not against the Germans, more against the Austrian. And I think, I thought a little bit to be more aggressive here on this direction, but in the end, as you can see, if there is no initiative change, then the Russian troops are standing on this side and can be killed in piecemeal, and I don't think that this could really be a threat. And here they in Ostpreußen, Eastern Prussia, there's special supply rules, and so I don't think that was a good possibility. But in the end, this figures out here to be very devastating for the Austrian, and so it was it was time to make this initiative change. But let's first look how this these battles go out. And yes, we're starting here. It's a 4-1. It's only one unit there. It's 6. So the Austrian cavalry made their stand and out. So here it's always figured out. Only if there is not 9. Oh, it's not 9. Okay. So it's 7. I have 27. Yeah, 27. It's 1 missing. It's a 2-1. Perhaps I have about 2-1. It's 2 losses for the Russian. This is the problem with 2-1 attacks. The Germans saws it, and now the Russians also. Here's the next 2-1. This is a real 2-1. 6. 6. The 6 2-1 is 0-3. Okay. Yes, this is what the Russian like, and they can go over the river. This is also very important. Then now the whole salient here is in danger, and this gives a lot to think for the Austrian. 2-1 at this place. Takes it 2-1. 4 is 1 and 2. One and 2. And this is not, oh, there are 3, 6. It's 4-1, 3-1. 3-1, a 3. And this is 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And I think, yeah. And this unit. Okay. So, yes. Yeah, it's good, but not really enough. But yeah, if it's become the initiative change, the Russians go first. 2, 3, 4, 5. They can take this town. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is out of supply. These units here. And yeah, the Russians going first. They can put a hole somewhere here, because the supply came from Pritzmüsel only. Yeah, and with this breakthrough here, the Austrian can only put one stack in the front, so they can put the stack here or there, but not both. And so the way for the Russian is open. The German can, of course, do here some points. So this flank could be safe, but the other flank here is real in trouble. Yeah, if they put the stacks here, then 1, 2. They have to look for supply by themselves. Against from Ravaruska or Lemberg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only to this point. Okay, they have to hold Tarnów and Gorlice to deny the supply. But the headquarters are out of reach. 1, 2. Yeah, I think if they hold these positions, then they can do the double move for the Russian as well. It doesn't matter so much because the troops on this flank, 2, 4. If this had been fallen, it would be more complicated. And can they take Tarnów? Yeah, difficult. And the cavalry would be better on this spot. Yes. But it's hard. Yeah, and yeah, the best thing is the Austrian cannot rail away this units, because they can rail away this, but then they have to put another unit in there, and so the Italian front will be no reinforcements, or not so much they would like to have. Yes. Okay. So then we take a look to the Near East, and here is the thing. that the Turkish go in the offensive again. Yeah, it's only a 2-to-1 attack, but as I said last time, the way to Bir el Hassan and Bir el Tahmara is not the best, I think, because they can only make little pressure to the Suez Canal, only this spot and this spot, and they can easily defend it. They get a 2-column shift, the British, and so. And I think if this is a victory for the Turkish, then the Britons are real in trouble. Yeah, and if not, then they came back later. But on the long run here, this way, perhaps it would be safer. But yes, I take the risk, and it's only a die roll. It's a 2-to-1 without any any modificator. And this is also a very important roll. It's a 5. It's a 5. 2-to-1. A 5 is 1 and 2. Okay. So it's not decisive. A 6 would be decisive, but now the situation for the Turkish is a little bit better. Not as much as they hope, but yeah, 5 is a good roll, I think. Yeah? Okay, so, and every unit less makes one spot open here in the Suez Canal to cross it and to don't get the column shift, the negative. So it was a good attack, a good roll. And yes, in the Iraqi, the Britain goes forward, yeah, but it's wet here also, it's slow, and so they go forward. The Russian are on the attack here, Richtung in the direction of Trebizond, and yeah, Turkish are planning some strategic moves also here in this area, because yeah, because the rear is in danger. So, and we can do the strategic moves in just this moment, because it was the last gambit. And yes, we do it here first. It's not the right order, I know, but yeah, if you play solitaire, it doesn't matter, because I pre-planned them already before. I evacuating Erzurum, because the Turkish get a lot of reinforcement also, so that doesn't matter. These 2 units going to the pipeline station and hoping to get the Suez Canal in the end. Here's one die, and this die is the correspondent here for the Russian in Brest-Litovsk, because they can rail between the maps, and they pull 2 units in the Caucasus. They have enough in Europe and would like to make more pressure on the Turkish. So nothing else for the Russian here. Okay, and yeah, the Austrians cancel the train move here. Here they can move 2 units to Italy. That's 4, and here also the unit is 6. Yeah, the headquarters isn't needed, because they get a new headquarter there. Okay, so that's 6 strategic moves. And they do intra theater also from Trent. The division goes to Saxenburg. In Trent he can get reinforcements, so I put this marker that I don't forget it. And here on this front, yeah, the initiative change came. The Austrians go first. Can they do some surprise move here. Yeah, if they had if they had prepared it better, then they had done some. Yeah, I think it will work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I think this one, this is out of supply. And here perhaps, no, they catch Caporetto. No, it's not possible to make the whole line, but this unit here probably will go. So we were by 6. Then is this, he goes at this point, and after that, this unit goes to Piezzo. This unit's going to GWiE, and no, only one. And this goes to this point, Montefalcone. Yes, and the one is missing here, but this was intended. Okay, so the Elliot move. Yeah, the Elliot had planned to put them to Udine, but if they were thinking a lot more about the possibilities, they would easily go to Moggio. And to deny this supply source capturing here, I think this is okay. If you think a lot about the initiative change as the allied player, you see that it could be happen, and then you are preparing all the things that you have the most less harm from it. Okay, good. So this is the strategic move. Yeah, oh, we forgot some important thing in the Western Front. Yeah, this railing here isn't be done because yeah, the unit couldn't reach it, and these 3 units. Now it's difficult because they can go also to help this breakthrough, not going crazy, because if the Germans, they have also not really supply here from this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He can switch this headquarter and then go 6 hexes. 5, 6. Yeah, he could reach somewhere here. He could conquer this town and then get a lot of possibilities here in this direction. Yeah, I'm not sure to let him allow to take this town. But yes, I think that is job for some French units, perhaps here in the rear somewhere, or where can they be replaced? Yeah, I think this one is a good choice to rail to this spot. Yeah, the German can build cavalry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They couldn't reach this point. Okay. At this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also out of reach, and the Britain can put units here around, so it's not. This one point was very critical, or not very critical, but a little bit. Okay, and these 3 units can go to the Near East, to Egypt, and they will go to the Suez Canal, and they can land in the coastal hexes, and it's all in supply here, all these hexes. I have to think about to arrange it safely. perhaps this way, because if I don't, it's critical. No, it's not really critical because they have no supply here. They cannot go over this. They have to first to destroy this unit. Okay, I can think about it later to make a little bit better disposition, but in the moment it is all from the strategic movement. Yeah, I think it's all. Perhaps I forgot something, but yeah, this doesn't matter a lot. So then we go to the strategic phase, D, and there will be a little bit. First the fighter goes back. This is clear. Where do I have the rules? The rules are on fire. No, the roof. So, strategic turn. Resource phase. Okay, we assemble all the resources first, and then we look what happens. So, we go to the resource track here. What is the best direction to see? I think this is a good view. The Austrians turn D get 10 points. They are 12 now. The Germans get 24. 24 and 3 for Mons, Longwy and Lens. So 27. Turkish get 2 points. Where are the Turks? Turkish 2. Belgium 1. Britain gets 6. 6 and something for the Near East. For the Near East, everybody gets 1. So, yeah, I think the Turkish also get 1. Britain 1, and the Russian get 1 for the Near East. French get 12. And yeah, of course they will roll for emergency supply, emergency reinforcements. Maximum of 7, I get the full 7. So they had 19. And the Russians get 12 and had 13. And the Serbian gets 1. So these are the resource phase, inclusive the Near East resources. So the headquarters will all be flipped, that were offline. Now we can do some resource point transfer to the Russian. No, that's not good. To Serbia, it's also not necessary. And the Germans could transfer, but not to the Turkish in the moment because there are no line. Bulgaria had to be joined the war to do this. Okay, strategic warfare isn't a matter now. Replacement phase. Yes, they will build the replacements. I'll do it later. Restrictions, blah blah. Turkish required reserve. So now we have to roll the dice. Now we have 2 dice for the reserve, and this is, as I said, an important roll. It's 9. Okay, so they have 4 to 9. So they have to do 5 units back. or must have the Turkish required, or avoid modifiers to the Turkish surrender die roll. Oh, okay, yes, I forgot this. The Turkish surrender die roll. And the Turkish surrender die roll is 1 die plus something. And if it is 11 or greater, Turkey surrenders. So the die can mostly have a 6. And so there has to be 5 points that the Turkish, 4 points can they allow. If the fifth point is paid, then with the possible 6, Turkey is out of the game. So 1 for each Turkish surrender hex. There is actually no Turkish surrender hex in danger. Trebizond is one of these, but it's not yet. Number of Turkish units in the Arabia holding box. Yeah, there are 4 units from the start. I put them here because they are on the very edge of the map. It's okay, it's no problem. Yeah, Alpencore division is not so good, important. Baghdad, Jerusalem isn't fallen. So +4 if there are no Turkish units occupying Baku. If the army of Islam is invaded. So and now the number of Turkish units in the required reserve box is less than the current Turkish reserve die roll. Okay, so 5 less. So if I do 1 unit back in the Turkish required reserve, there is a maximum of 4 points for the surrender roll, and 4 plus 6 is 10, and that's not enough to pull to drive the Turkish out of the game. So I have to remove 1 unit from somewhere on the map, and I do it from the Caucasus front and from this spot in the Turkish required reserve. There are 5 now, and so the Turkish are safe. Yeah, had I hold is 12, then the Turkish offensive will be stopped just before it starts. Okay, Russian Revolution is I think out of reach. Fortress surrender. Okay, fortress surrender is a point, and this is the capturing of Maubeuge, and it's easy. It's 2 units masking the fortress. 14-15. Yeah, they are only on fortress supply. It's true, because the German line is solid. There's no possibility to trace supply. If there were 1 hole, then it wasn't possible. Also, this is a need that the German hold the line closed. On a result of 4, 5, or 6, the fortress surrender. It's really easy. 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, okay. Maubeuge surrender. This is good for the German, of course. It's not a victory point. No, it's not. It's only a city. But yes. Then next time we can look at the Belgians, what they do, what the Belgians can do. So, do we have something else? Turkish surrender phase is cancelled. US 20 also. Initiative determination phase. Yes. And yes, the prerequisite is fulfilled, the solid line from the Germans. I think they have some possibilities here to make a little bit danger, a little bit, and especially these very good troops from the Britain. And also the Russians are going to be too strong for the Austrian. Yes, this is a little bit, yeah, I have to think, but I think it is okay, because they have no supply to do real danger. Von Ivangorod here, 1, 2, 3, 4, also not really. Yeah, I will do it. I do the change. This means, of course, also that that the Germans are no longer the second to go in this front, and